Hello, grade 6, just revisiting order of operations. So order of operations is when you've got the acronym BODMAS or BODMAS or PEDMAS or PIDMAS, whichever you want to call it. We use B for brackets, O for orders, which is like the powers, like 2 to the power of 3 or 3 to the power of 2. D for division, M for multiplication, and they are equal. So division and multiplication, whichever you may see. So for example, I've got this one here, whichever you see from left to right, that's what the order you do it. Whichever comes first from left to right, division or multiplication, that's what you do first. Same with addition and subtraction, A and S, whichever comes first from left to right, that's what you would do first. So always start with brackets, orders of operation. So here are a couple of examples here. One is right, one is wrong. So when you think about it, we have 4 times, we've got brackets, 5 plus 3. If there were no brackets, you would do the multiplication. Because when you're thinking, you've got brackets, where's my line? So always think of B, O, D, M is next to it, A, S. So in this case, because they're brackets, that's what I do first. So underneath I put 8. Then I just bring the rest of it all down, 4 times. And underneath that I put equals. 4 times 8 equals 32. That's if there were brackets. Now, if there were no brackets, here, you would actually do 4 times 5, because if there were no brackets, think of BODMAS, B, it's in your brackets, so it would actually look like this, times 5 plus 3. So if there were no brackets, we go to orders, any squares, no, order the powers of. So then we go multiplication or division. Yes, we've got multiplication here. So that's the first one you do. 4 times 5 would be 20. So if I did that, I would just put 20 underneath, bring this one down, plus 3. And the answer would be 23. So you can see down here, that one is wrong if there were brackets. But if there weren't brackets, then it would be correct. So you always follow those steps. Here's a couple more down here. Now this one here, this is the orders to the power of. So here, we've got, let's put it aside here. I need my, right here then, B, O, D, M, A, S. In this particular case, there's no brackets, so then I go to the O, which is the orders. And I can see here, there's 2 to the power of 2. Expanded form would be 2 times 2. And 2 times 2 is 4. So I could just, I rewrote that. So I'm doing this one first. That would be 4. And I just bring everything else down. So 5 times 4 equals 20. So 20 would be my answer. Here you can see what the person has done wrong. What do you think they've done wrong? They've gone 5 times 2, which is 10, and then they just put the 2 next to it, which means squared. So basically they're saying 10 to the power of 2. Expanded form would be 10 times 10, which is 100. And 100 would be wrong. So again, you have to follow the order of operation steps. Brackets, there's no brackets, go to the orders, that's the orders. So what I would do, if I see whatever is happening first, I just put brackets around it, so then I know what's happening first. And I'll put the answer straight underneath, which is before. Then I just bring down everything else. So it's all on the same line. So it's line 1, line 2, My answer would be on line 3, equals 20. Let's have a look at a couple more. Again, here it's saying brackets first, orders, which is the powers, and square roots. Square roots look like, looks like the division sign. And if you have something in there, something times itself would be 4, which would be actually 2. 2 to the power of 2 would be 4. So that's what that means. Continue moving. And you can see you've got division and multiplication, whichever comes first from left to right. Always want to remember that. And same with addition and subtraction. Okay. And again, just make sure you're checking it. Some people use BODMAS or BODMAS. It's the same thing. Whatever you feel comfortable with, you stick with. I'm going to jump to another one. Let's try. I've got this right. Yeah. So clearly, same situation in this one here. Mr. Gain wrote this equation on the board. 4 plus 5 times 7 equals whatever. 2 students here. One is suggesting 4 plus 5 times 7 equals 63, whilst the young girl is suggesting 4 plus 5 times 7 equals 39. Which would it be and why? Have a think about it, see if you can solve that. Looking over here, the rule 1, solve the brackets first. B for brackets. So, there's no brackets. You look at the orders, no orders. You look at the multiplication or division, whichever comes first. In this case, we've got 4 times 5. So that's when I put the brackets around. 4 times 5? 5 times 7, that's the one with the multiplication. 5 times 7 is 35. Bring the rest of it down, straight underneath, so it's on the next line. 4 plus 35 equals 39. Let's see who was right. Clearly the girl was. Okay, so those are the steps you want to be doing. Give it a go. And then you can start solving some of these. In this particular case here, 7 plus, in brackets, 6 times 9. Always, whenever you get these situations, write down BODMAS, just so that you know those steps. Any assessments, write that down. It's the first thing you write down after you put your name. Brackets, obviously this one, 6 times 9, I'll make it a bit bigger. Maybe too big. Having the same problem, let's try that again. No, doesn't like it. Here we go. So I'm doing the brackets first. 6 times 9, 54. And I know it must be right, because the 5, whichever comes the digit before, when you do your 9 times, the number before 6 is 5. 5 plus something will always out to 9. 5 plus 4. My next step, bring everything else down. So line 1, that's it all there. Line 2, line 3, my answer would be 61. If I add that together. Okay, and those are the steps. Just follow those steps. Good luck to you and your family. Try some of these.